There were times when the subject matter of this week's parasha would strike fear into the hearts of Jews everywhere, because this week's parasha contains the klalot, the curses. Moshe warns the Jewish people that unless they observe the mitzvot of Hashem, these terrible curses and punishments will come upon them. And often people think of the Torah as a book of vengeance, as a book of punishment, of wrath and anger. And the late Chief Rabbi, Rabbi Cyril Harris, often used to say that that's not the case. Because if you look at all of the parashiot of the Torah, of which there are 54, there are only 2 that have curses. Parashat Bechukotai and Parashat Ki Tavo. So if Hashem tells us off twice a year, it's not the end of the world. Whereas the rest of the year, he's speaking to us kindly and fondly and sensitively. And it's very interesting to note when these 2 parashiot are read. It's not something that's arbitrary. The Talmud tells us that the curses at the end of the book of Vayikra in Parashat Bechukotai must be read before Shavuot. And that the curses at the end of the book of Devarim in Parashat Ki Tavo must be read before Rosh Hashanah. Why is this so? What is the point behind it? And the Talmud says the following phrase, Tichle shana v'klalotea. Let the year and its curses come to an end. You know, when you start the year, you're very optimistic, you're very positive, it's a new year, things are going to be good, things are going to work out. And then the year progresses and you see, there's tragedy, there's difficulty, there's curses. And therefore, the sages set the calendar in such a way that we would always be finished with the curses before the new year began. As if to say, you know what? The old year is gone. Let the old year and its curses be behind us. We're going to start the new year with a positive, fresh outlook. And I think this speaks to the optimism of the Jewish people. If anything, the Jewish people are incredibly optimistic. And actually, we have no right to be so. Because if we look back at our history, things have been very terrible. Things have been hard. We've had to wander from place to place. We've had to suffer pogroms and inquisitions and holocausts. What have we got to be optimistic about? But we are optimistic. We're always looking forward to a brighter future. Think of the anthem of the state of Israel, Hatikva, the hope, that even in the bleakest periods, people could have hope. So we say to Hashem, look, the year's coming to an end. We're going to read the curses, we're going to listen to the curses, but then it's over, it's finished. And we're going to walk into the new year with a sense of optimism and positivity. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.